Okay, so in the first video, we talked about why kids end up in the orphanage. Usually it's because their parents are alcoholics, or they're too poor to take care of their kids, or they just don't want the responsibility of being parents. Now, I've asked my friends what it's like to be in the orphanage when they first show up, and almost every kid says that there's a lot of good and there's a lot of bad. Lena says that she was really surprised when she came to the orphanage and there were clean sheets and towels. And every day they had 3 meals a day and 2 snacks, and the food was warm. Seems normal to me, but this was something that she had never had before. This was a really big deal if you were used to always going hungry. Most of these kids were surprised by the schedule. They were used to doing whatever they wanted because their parents didn't care. But when they came to the orphanage, they had to be on time to meals and to class and to bed. My friend Seva really liked when he moved to the orphanage because he made good friends. But Nastya didn't like it because the kids were mean to each other. It's a lot like school. I mean, if you have good friends, it's great. But if you are nervous around others and there's something different about you, then the other kids can be really mean. The difference between your school and the orphanage, though, is that in the orphanage, you don't get to go home. You go to school, you eat, you play, you do your homework, you sleep, you shower, you do everything in one place. You can't get away. There are a few good people who work in the orphanage, but a lot of the people who work there because they need a job, not because they want to help kids. A lot of my friends have told me that teachers told them that they're dumb, they're no good, they're just stupid orphans. They say your parents were bad, and so you're bad too. My friend Zhenya still gets mad when he thinks about the teachers who felt that it was all right for them to beat him when he was just a little kid. You've been told that if you try hard in school, if you go to a good college and you get a good job, that this will help you have a better life, right? But what if your teachers just don't want to teach you? School is hard for my friends because almost no one wants to help them. The kids also aren't allowed into a kitchen, and so they never learn how to cook. They don't know how to wash their dishes or their clothes because no one ever taught them. You can't take care of yourself if you don't know how to do those things. I watched my friend Andre make a sandwich once. He grabbed bread, he grabbed mayonnaise, and that was it. So gross. But that was what he was used to. That's all he knew how to do. We love the kids in the orphanage, but we don't like the orphanage. Because the orphanage is run by the government. We can go visit, but we can't make it better. This is why we have worked with families who adopt, who foster kids. The more Christian families who are able and willing to bring in one of these kids into their homes, the better. If you want to learn more about these kids and how their lives has changed, you can go to YouTube and look up Normal and Strange and Daniel Ross. Thanks.